Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Yang here this week with a very fun one. My Golden Castle Danger Gren Maju deck. Also, check out this beautiful playmat that I won at Locals this past Sunday. And this field center too. Got second place, and first and second get the playmat. So yeah. Anyways, my memory serves me correctly. I think I got my invite in the regionals with this Golden Castle Gren Maju deck. Anyways, the monsters. 3 Bigfoot. 3 Danger Thunderbird. 1 Nessie. Nessie's at 1 because it'll just search the big guys. We just mainly want the level 8. The big beaters. That's why we don't play more Nessie. 3 Gizmex. This is probably the best level 8 dark in the deck, as it is a banish outlet with 2 less copies of desires. We need to rely on ways to banish cards to field the Gren Maju, and this is the best one to do it. And if you do this in the end phase and summon it, the next turn you can use this effect to pop a monster on the field by banishing 3 of your extra cards. That just comes up. Then 2 Hextrude. This is the Golden Castle package. She is a free summon off a Golden Castle effect. And when she's on the field, she can pop any card on the field. And she can attack monster twice. And if she has a lot of effect. And she kills a monster by battle, she can pump up a monster attack by 400 permanently. Yeah, this card is really broken. It's just 2 Gren Maju because that 3 is very bricky. And it conflicts with the Golden Castle stuff, so 2 is perfect. Then we got one of the reasons this deck is viable right now is D-Shifter. Because D-Shifter just stops every deck in its traps right now, except for stun decks, obviously. But any deck that wants to combo, you drop this on their turn, they can't do anything. Like, they'll be probably forced to go into Verte Anaconda and just end on a DPE, but that's kind of terrible too. Yeah, D-Shifter is very good. One of the most broken hand traps that we can play, and Flunderisa is also playing this. That's why their deck is doing so well. 2 Alpha is level 8, big beat stick, bounces a monster. Yeah, that's included. 2 Eater, just 2. It's dark, and then it's a banish outlet for Gren Maju. You can banish off 15 if needed to boost up the Gren Maju in your hand and do normal summon it. Push for game, or you can just banish 5 and outs a Dragoon. Outs anything. That's all for the monsters. Spells. 3 Golden Castle Strongbird. Yeah, ideally we want to see this card in our hand. That's why we play an additional copy of this. And oh yeah, funny thing I gotta mention is with the Golden Castle, it's a banish outlet too in the standby phase. That's a maintenance cost. You have to banish 10 off the top of your deck. And also it has a battle protection too. It's a Sakuretsu armor and a magic cylinder effect. It's not a once per turn. And you'll be surprised how many people don't read this card and just attack. And then we got draw cards to dig for our Golden Castles. 3 trade-in. All our monsters are all level 8s. The best card to dump with this is the Dangers and the Gizmek, since they all do something. And then we got 3 Allures. All monsters are dark. Like, we prefer to not play this, and since you do have to trade 2 cards to draw 2 cards, but with 2 less copy of desires, you kind of have to. And then speaking of desires, still the best draw card of the deck. Only positive side is you can't desires into 2 more copy of desires. That had happened to me once at a regional, and that I just lost because of that instance. I was playing against Thunder Dragon, and I activate desires, and I draw 2 more desires. I just lost. And And then 3 Super Poly. In any format where Super Poly is playable, this deck can always sneak in a win or two, because Super Poly can break in any board they end up with. At the Phantom Knight board, you can just Super Poly it away. We got 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 Feather Duster, back row hate, and then 3 Lightning Storm, more back row hate, because this deck matches up really poorly against back row decks like Striker, Eldritch, like Floodgate dot decks. Okay, and then we'll go to the extra first as always. Super Poly targets first, 3 Starving Venom. You can change these to like Predator Plant, Draco Stapelia, or Predator Plant Triffy Overton. That card requires 3. I'll put that right there. Mud Dragon, the most generic one. Eldritch, the Mag Golem Lord. It'll be funny to summon this Super Poly Eldritch deck, which you'll probably win if you do that. It just requires Eldritch, the Golden Lord, and the Trap Monster. And my favorite Link monster, Shoulder Chaos. We have to include him just because everything is all level 7 or higher. And they're all rank 8s now. Dingarasu, Xenophon. We got this package right here. Triclubian and number 100. And then Hope Harbinger, I think that's his name. Yeah, that's a very long name. And then we got the Lancelot. Oh, almost dropped it. Then we got the Galaxy package. You make that, you overlay that, and then pop a face-up card, and you overlay that, pop any card. To pop 2 cards. Let's go into this side deck. We got 3 Eradicator. This card is always live. Like I'm assuming if you play against a back row deck, you're gonna choose to go first and side this in. And then all your dangers fit this requirement, and the Golden Castle summons Hex True. This also fix this requirement. You just call the trap or spells against Striker, trap against Eldritch. You just win. And then we got Triple Twin Twister. Same against back row decks. We just ditch the dangers to get more value. Then we got Floodgates, Double Skill Drain. Yeah, this card is kind of expensive right now, but thanks to the reprint in Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, you might be able to get this card now for much lower. I only own 2 copies. I don't want to open the Lost Art one. So Skill Drain, because we don't care about effects. If we have this, we'll probably side out the Eater of Millions and the Gren Maju, so it doesn't conflict. But there can be only one. Everything's different types, so there can be one is perfect. Most likely decks are gonna make you go first if you steal a game from them, knowing your deck will probably do nothing if you go first. But then they'll see the Floodgates that then they're not prepared for. 2 goes in, everything's dark. This conflicts with Gren Maju. Gren Maju will come out. This will come in alongside with the, and then macro. We don't care about banishing. Just like the D shifter, like our dangers, they just say discarded. They didn't say discard to the graveyard. So danger effects will still work under D shifter and macro. Weirdly enough, so that this card is perfect. Red Reboot, another back row hate. And then Pankratops, just a generic good going second card. And that wraps up the deck. And 40 cards, 15, and anyways, hope you guys like this deck, and like and comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.